Hey everyone, welcome back once again. So this is going to be the third video for today. It's been a busy day. So today we're going to cover right now really quick. Riot Blockchain is acquiring ESS Metron, and the Marathon Digital Holdings is expanding their relationship with Compute North. So let's get into the stories here. Then we'll look into the stocks for Bitcoin, share price, and all the other miners. See how they did today. So here's the story. Riot Blockchain acquires ESS Metron. So the company today announced that it has acquired Franzman Industries, LLC, doing business as ESS Metron. The total consideration payable in the transaction is valued at approximately $50 million, consisting of up to 715,413 shares of Riot common stock and $25 million in cash funded with cash on balance sheet. So ESS Metron is a leader with over 60 years of experience in designing and producing highly engineered electrical equipment solutions, many of which are mission critical to successfully deploying Bitcoin mining operations at scale. So obviously either they've had issues getting the equipment in that they need and saw this as a possible fix. We've seen this with other companies that have done this as well. I think Tesla has done this, obviously different industry totally, but Tesla has done this with their robotics supplier. They just bought them out in Germany, I believe. And so they were basically making all the robotics for Tesla and obviously for some of the other customers, but at least it gave them an in to get the parts that they needed or the equipment that they needed. So this is a good play, I think, by Riot here. So acquisition assists in ensuring Riot's timely miner installations by de-risking procurement of mission-critical infrastructure. See, there you have it. So the acquisition enhances Riot's competitive position across the electrical supply chain, as ESS Metron is also a leading supplier to numerous third-party clients. We saw how much the value is already at. The acquisition of ESS Metron, currently a key supplier of Riot's Winston facility, is highly complementary to Riot and its ongoing infrastructure expansion to 700 megawatts. They are currently Riot's customized immersion cooling technology for its previously announced 200 megawatt immersion cooling expansion project. So this is all part of that. Here's a statement, I believe, from Jason Less, CEO of Riot. Riot's strategic position across the electrical supply chain is significantly enhanced as the company will benefit from ESS Metron's existing relationships with leading electrical suppliers globally. In addition, Riot will continue its fast-tracked expansion projects as the company benefits from internalizing ESS Metron's engineering and industry expertise. We are thrilled to welcome the talented ESS Metron team to the Riot family and look forward to growing our futures together. So they're going to obviously have some revenue based from the current business model that ESS Metron has. Continues on here. ESS Metron is expected to continue to operate as an independent subsidiary of Riot, with the entire employee team being retained. Riot and ESS Metron look forward to continue the long-term relationship built over decades with ESS Metron's customers and suppliers. ESS Metron is based in Denver, Colorado, operating from facilities totaling approximately 121,000 square feet. The facilities are subject to long-term lease agreements. So overall, I think this is a pretty good play by Riot. Obviously, if you're having a problem getting the equipment that you need, one way of fixing that is buying the supplier that would normally supply you with these items that you would need. And that way you can lock in, making sure that you get timely delivery and everything that you need, especially with their huge expansion. So I think this is good. All right, next story is from Marathon Digital Holdings. So Marathon Digital Holdings expands deployments with Compute North, powered by one of the largest renewable energy providers in North America. So one of the largest enterprise Bitcoin self-mining companies in North America has expanded its agreement with Compute North to host more than 100,000 of Marathon's previously purchased Bitcoin miners in multiple locations, the majority of which are wind and solar farms operated by one of the largest renewable energy providers in North America. So in May 2021, Marathon announced a binding letter of intent with Compute North to host approximately 73,000 of Marathon's Bitcoin miners in Texas. Today, the company announced that the agreement has been expanded to now include over 100,000 of Marathon's previously purchased Bitcoin miners. As a result, Marathon has now procured hosting arrangements for all of its previously purchased Bitcoin miners. Okay, let's see what the terms of the deal are. Under the terms of the agreement, Compute North will now be deploying Marathon's Bitcoin miners across the United States, focusing on wind, solar farms. The deployments will predominantly be behind the meter. Okay, so this is good, which is intended to avoid congestion congesting transmission lines and to improve the efficiency of and sustainability of the company's mining operations. Once all 133,000 of the Marathon Bitcoin miners are deployed, the company's hash rate will be approximately 13.3 exahash. Its blended cost of electricity and hosting will be approximately 0.042 per kilowatt hour, and Marathon's mining operations will be approximately 77% carbon neutral. So that is all good and well. Compute North, which is the leader in delivering cost-effective Tier 0 infrastructure, will be developing and operating the new mining facilities as well as managing the deployment of Marathon's miners. So this part here is obviously going to be a cost to Marathon. Obviously, Compute North is not going to do this for free, so they're obviously going to have to be compensated for their, obviously, infrastructure, buildings, everything else. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out as far as what Marathon's net income is going to be based on this partnership here. Where was it here? Deployments of miners at existing facilities are currently underway. Okay, so that's good. The next 280 megawatt site in West Texas is expected to begin operating in the first quarter of 2022, with the remainder of the mining facilities expected to be constructed and operational by mid-2022. As a flexible baseload consumer, Bitcoin miners are uniquely positioned to deploy with renewable energy power providers who are interested in improving the economics of their current operations or funding the construction of new renewable energy facilities. So we've seen this obviously around, not just by Marathon, but all of the miners, are espousing this kind of talk where they are a add-on benefit to the power companies because they can quickly shut down the miners in times of need of electricity for the community, or when there's access, they can quickly ramp up, obviously, and provide a lot of capital to the electrical companies. By expanding our agreement with Compute North, we have secured access to top-tier reliable hosting with reliable power behind the meter at industry-low rates for the remainder of our previously purchased miners. As a result, we believe our mining operations will not only be among the largest in North America, but also among the most efficient and most environmentally friendly. Additionally, given that the primary energy provider is one of the largest generators of renewable energy from wind and solar in North America, we now have a clear path to continue expanding our mining operations with renewable power in the United States. So overall, obviously it's a good thing that they're able to get all of their miners home, basically, to put them all in, because they do have a lot of them. The bad part, I think, is going to be basically because they are basically relying on Compute North to do all of the infrastructure, build out everything else, and it's going to be across multiple sites, multiple locations across the United States. There's obviously going to be costs associated with it. We'll have to see how well Compute North, that's one of the things I'm wondering, is if Compute North is going to be actually monitoring the miners, fixing them, things like that. What are the costs associated? So just something to be mindful of there. We'll have to keep an eye on their reports for Q4s, or what do they call those? 8K reports and 10Q reports, as far as what their net income is based on this. So this might obviously cost them a little bit more than the 4 cents per kilowatt that they're saying here based on the agreement. All right, let's take a look at the charts here really quick. So Bitcoin, I'm not thrilled with Bitcoin right now. A little concerned. Right now we've been bouncing off of this support here at 57,000. We're right on it right now. We just switched over to it today. We had obviously a high of about 59,000. We came back down, so it's battling with this right now pretty badly. And then we're also seeing that the 20-day and the 50-day moving averages are about to cross, which sometimes doesn't bode well for the price action of Bitcoin. I'm guessing, this is just my guess here, that we're probably going to come down to the 54,000 mark, 53,500, and possibly go down even further to the 50,000 mark here, which has been our support or resistance in previous trading days. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, not happy with what's going on right now. I would have liked to have seen Bitcoin obviously shoot above this and close out the day above it like it was here. That would have been great. That would have given us a chance to possibly retest the 60,000, 61,000 mark on the chart here. But we'll just have to see. Let's take a look at Ethereum as well. So Ethereum here is at 4,578 right now. It has come down from its high of today as well. So everything's kind of in a downtrend right now. DMG is down quite a bit. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. Obviously, it went way down today for whatever reason. And I think it's just because Bitcoin's down. Riot, same thing. Riot, obviously, we talked about them, the recent story on them, but they're down to 35.60. They're down 4.74%. Moss and Infrastructure is down 4.10% to $9.59. Marathon is down 0.55%, so it's down to $50.79. Hut 8 is at 11.78, down 2.24%. DigiHost, considering that they actually had a pretty good production on November, up a little bit in hash rate and in miners installed, they still fell today. So that was a little surprise. Hive is down 5.5%. It's down to $3.56. Everything is just down right now. CleanSpark is down to 16.32, so it took a pretty big dive today. It is down 8.21%. CleanSpark also updated their brand identity to unify business segments, so we talked about that yesterday on that. And then Bitfarms actually provided their November production updates just today. Obviously, I don't have a lot of time, so I'll get that video out tomorrow because I still have to update all of the miner information, their hash rate, get it all figured out before I can provide a video for you guys on that one. So that will be coming out tomorrow, and I'm sure some of the other miners will report as well. So Bitfarms is down today less than 1% at 0.65%, so they're down to 760, and we'll do a little analyzing on them tomorrow. But yeah, otherwise, just another bad day in the crypto world for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the mining stocks. Not much is happening, obviously. Well, there's some news obviously happening with Riot and Marathon, and then we also had a story from, who was it? DigiHost provided some information, things like that. So a lot of stuff going on, but not a lot of price action, things that are moving the markets. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think of the news for Riot and Marathon. I think Riot's news is better than Marathon's. I think I would have liked to have seen Marathon to have more control over their infrastructure, I think. But we'll see how it plays out. It still might be, obviously, a good play for them. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening, and until then,